What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, coming at you from the Petro in Girard, Ohio. Sitting out here waiting for a repower. Not going to be able to make this load, but this is something I knew a few days ago. We're going to get into that in a minute. Just wanted to apologize for not being able to reply to comments or anything any faster, as well as any videos. I've been kind of tired, but not necessarily as much tired as just a little bit lethargic, I guess you could say. So anyway, I'm going to get to that here. An update, the guy I was working with, if you want to call him a trainee or whatever you want to call him, I felt that the best place for him to get his CDL was on the training pad, which he did, and he got his CDL a whole lot faster than I would have been able to get it for him. So I just got off the phone with him, made sure everything was cool. He has a TNT driver or trainer supposed to be getting him at some point, so just let him know if anything goes wrong with that. Reach out, and then maybe we can knock it out. Another update, I finally had a chance to get out to the Salt Lake City terminal. Man, that terminal is nice. Listen, that terminal might be better than Springfield. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is better than Springfield. It's like Springfield, but condensed down into like a more compact situation. And outside of not being able to get like food made 24 hours a day, I think, man, that's a lot nicer. Now, I'm not sure if they ever plan on going to a 24-hour situation on that, because I feel like if they were going to do that, they probably could have done that already. But, that's not that big of a deal. The showers out there, same thing. Another step up from Springfield. Really nice fixture, stuff like that. One thing they're not going to be able to accuse the Salt Lake City terminal of is any 1950s, civil rights violations or anything like that, because the water pressure in there wouldn't be scaring any freedom marchers. So the shower pressure is a little bit low, but still first world problems. The sink, I'm not sure that in a shower room a motion activated sink is probably the best way to go, but still, again, that's a small thing. Just kind of helps you with your quickness. You go take a shower there enough and you'll be quicker than Ralph Macchio and the Karate Kid snatching flies out the air, because that's how fast you got to be in there when that water turns on. So but I really like that terminal. Small, homey feel. Almost makes me feel like I should start calling that home again, because when I first came out, that was the place I felt more at home. Anyway, let's talk about this load. So I get this load from Hiram, Utah, going all the way to Camden, New Jersey. So I get the load, I'm looking at my hours, and I'm like, immediately tell my fleet manager, these hours, that's not going to work with my 70. It's close, but it's not going to work. So, just drive it out. You should be able to get, so many miles by Monday. I exceeded that, but what I really did, I stopped here at this Petro in Girard for a couple of reasons. First reason, there's always parking here, so if the person that's repowering you wants to shut down for a few hours, we got the parking here. And I wanted to leave a little bit of meat on the bone, you know what I'm saying? I could have drove this out another 100 miles, but I like to do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, so I didn't want to drop like a really short repower on somebody. I almost wanted them to feel like it's another load, keep some miles on it. So that was my thinking behind that. So my impressions of this load when I picked it up from that meat plant, let me see who this meat plant was. Been there a few times. JBS, was that this was a load that had to get reworked. At least that's what it said on the paperwork inside the trailer. They have you actually get the paperwork from inside the trailer, take it inside to the security guard and all this kind of stuff. But it said rework on it. So I think this was a load that should have left the day prior, but needed to get reworked. So, because I know my fleet manager probably would have protected my hours a little bit better. You know, I'm not the guy that says, you know, I'm going to run just 8 hours a day or 8.5 hours a day, and you always get hours back. You know, I'm just a runner. And typically, by me protecting my hours at some point, or my fleet manager protecting my hours, it's always seamless, and then I end up getting those huge recaps back. So in this case, that couldn't happen, but you know, that's kind of what happened on this. You know, this JBS plant that I picked it up at, you know, is a lot different than some of the other places. So I pull up at this JBS facility, and you know, they're like, have you been here before? And I know this place has you jumping through a lot of hoops. I just don't remember what they are. I said, you know what? I've been here before, or I've been here recent enough to know that you got a bunch of hoops to jump through, but not recent enough for me to know what those hoops are. So we started laughing, told me what all the stuff was I had to jump through, and anyway, got that load and started running. Now, one thing I was conscious about on this load, because I felt in a perfect world I may be able to get this load there, but it would have to be like perfect, and I would still be delivering it with very short hours. But you know, possibly there might be a chance, so I'll at least try to run it like that. So my first thing when I got this load was, okay, first thing I need to do is flip my schedule from coming off the road like at 5 or 6 p.m. or no, 6 or 7 p.m. to kind of getting off the road earlier. So first thing I did was got the load, drove it out a little while, and did kind of like a split log on it, where I kind of flipped my schedule to where I was coming off the road earlier and earlier in the day. Not quite as early up front, because I didn't have to worry about it in Nebraska, and then even that beginning part of Illinois. I knew there was plenty of parking there, so it wasn't going to be as big of an issue, but I just wanted to flip the schedule so I didn't have to waste time looking for parking or coming off the road early to do that. But another reason to kind of learn how to run your logs, you know, just don't look at everything black and white. You know, I was just talking to somebody about the importance of, you know, it's not necessarily how you run your logs as much as it is understanding your logs. So I do understand the benefit of running the 8 hours a day and doing that whole thing. I'm of a different mindset, but as long as you know how to manipulate your logs, that's, I think, the biggest. That's what I think is more important than actually how you run them, is understanding them. But anyway, somebody had asked a question. I forgot. Somebody had asked me a question, and that was actually what this video was supposed to be about, but I started running my mouth and forgot what the question was going to be, so I'm going to have to run back to that comment and actually do a video on that once I get off of this. Anyway, here's where I'm at, Girard, Ohio, sitting here waiting for a repower. And, you know, this is one of the reasons why I don't like repowers that much, is I don't know if the guy's going to show up in 10 minutes or 10 hours. So, really don't know how hard to relax. So, I may just tell him to shut me down for, maybe not. I don't necessarily need a 34 because I have strong recaps coming back. Actually, tomorrow I have enough time to probably just pick up a load, move it a little bit, and then shut down, and then my hours start coming back. But anyway, that's about it. Sorry there's not as much direction to this video. I was supposed to be answering a question, but you know me, running off at the mouth, forget what I was supposed to be talking about. I am going to go back to that comment and do another video right after this, which will probably come out a day after this video is posted. But as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.